My name is Cornwood Stone, and I'm going to perform a little story that I found online. The story is written by a wonderful author and Unitarian Universalist, I believe. Her name is Lady Abigail, and this is a story that was told to her by her grandmother, her mother, and it was passed down from her great grandmother. And it's called Mother Earth and Sister Moon, a Beltaine story of creation. You know, we have so many holy books that the first few words in those holy books are, in the beginning. The Bible. In the beginning God created the heavens, the earth, the Torah, the Quran. All of these great holy books written in the beginning. And they began to tell the story of creation. Well, pagans, we have a tradition that is rich and full of story and lore, and this I believe is one of them. And so it also begins. In the beginning, there was no land, no water. There was no stars. Indeed, there was no sky. Only a great void filled with all that could be. But living within that void at this time was creation. But it had no name yet because no words had been spoken. Silence filled the void. And then, like a whispering and gentle wind on a summer's night, a sound crossed the great void, and our grandmother night called to the grandfather day. Grandfather, do you see that we are alone? We have no children, and our sky is empty, and our hearts alone? Suddenly, Grandfather Day spoke in a deep, thundering voice. Then we shall have children, daughters, 2 daughters. Joyfully, Grandfather Day and Grandmother Night began to dance around the great void. And as they danced, the void of nothingness began to divide and become sky, both day and night, separate of each other, but together as one. Soon their dance of joy called to the stars and the planets, and they began to spin in their own dance. And as they danced, Grandfather Day reached within the planets and picked out what he saw as the most beautiful planet of all. This would be his child of peace and rebirth. She was cool, green, as if covered by life, ready to be born. And as they danced, Grandmother Night reached in to the stars and pulled out from within those stars the most silvery, calming of light. But as she watched it, she could see that it was moving. She saw it was ever changing. But there was not life. And Grandmother Night called to Grandfather Day, Where is their life? Their illumination? Their energy? Grandfather Day held out his hand with the cool and green planet within it, and then he touched it. What did he touch it to? The small silvery planet within Grandmother Night's hand. And with a crack and a bolt of light, the small and cool green planet took breath. And upon her was air to breathe, water to drink, land to plant, and life full of all creatures and all form. The small silvery planet held no life, but she danced within Grandmother Night's hand with joy. Her silvery smile was full of peace and power. Her dark face held a calming renewal within it. And for what seemed like stillness, it was giving life and dance within the circle to her sister as she pulled and gave energy. Grandfather Day, said Grandmother Night, I call to you to name your children and set them together in the circle dance. Grandfather Day thought for a moment, and he said, I shall call our silvery daughter of the luminous glow, Moon. For within her changes, life shall be reminded of the dance. And all cycles will be renewed and reborn, renewed and reborn. Then Grandmother Night said, I shall name our cool and green, blue and green daughter, Earth. For she shall be mother of life and of death within her seasons. Still within the dance, Grandfather Day and Grandmother Night lovingly placed their children, Earth and Moon, Earth and Moon, within the sky, always together, drawing energy one to the other for all time. It was a joyful time. People were dancing. But soon the dance slowed, and across the sky came the thunderous voice of Grandfather Day. Grandmother Night, now call to your stars and your planets to keep watch over our children, for we need rest. Slowly, they began to draw back into the void of existence, always watching Earth and Moon within the circle dance. And now each night, we can look to the sky and see the planets and stars. We can see Sister Moon as she calls to Sister Earth to the dance. And sometimes we can hear Grandmother Night and Grandfather Day talking to their daughters in the rolling thunder as the rain cleans the sky, or in the night winds whispering through the trees, reminding us to take care as we join the circle of life. For if we do not care, we can lose our place in the circle, and the dance would end. Time and ravages of a careless world have taken so much from the earth. Unfortunately, many do not understand what we are losing is ourselves. We are here to be protectors of the earth, dancers within the dance. Mother Earth is not a resource that we can just take from. She is life, and we must give back to her in guardianship, for our life is our future. Mother Earth is our only chance for the blessings of time itself. Our great-grandmother, our great-grandfather teach us to respect the earth, for earth is the life giver and the mother of all things. And now, as we approach this time of spring, this time of Beltaine, as we seek the energy of renewal and the assurance of new life, may it remind us that we must learn to walk with the earth and not upon her. Blessed be, and so mote it be.